Imagine this. You lie down in bed, close your eyes, but the darkness brings you no peace. An hour passes, then two, then a whole day, a week. You feel a monstrous fatigue. Every cell in your body is screaming for rest, but your brain has simply forgotten how to switch off. Sleeping pills. Useless. Doctors throw up their hands, and you realize with horror, this nightmare will only end with your death. This isn't a horror movie script. This is the reality of one of the rarest and cruelest diseases on Earth. Fatal Familial Insomnia. The story that shook the medical world began in 1984. An Italian man named Silvano noticed something strange. His pupils had constricted to the size of pinheads. Shortly after, he stopped sleeping. Completely. Doctors tried to induce sleep with the most powerful sedatives, doses that could knock out an elephant, but Silvano's brain just kept working at full speed. He understood that he was dying and bequeathed his brain to science. It's because of his sacrifice that we learned what kind of monster lurks inside. The enemy hides deep within your skull, in a section called the Thalamus. Think of it as the switch that shifts you from being awake to being asleep. In patients with fatal insomnia, this switch breaks, and the culprits aren't viruses or bacteria, but something far more sinister. Prions. These are like zombie proteins. One misfolded protein touches a healthy one and turns it into the same kind of mutant. They accumulate in the thalamus and literally eat holes in it, turning the brain into a sponge. The mechanism of sleep is physically destroyed. The disease progresses through 4 circles of hell. First comes paranoia and panic attacks. The person becomes afraid to even close their eyes. Then come the hallucinations. The patient doesn't sleep but begins to dream while wide awake. The boundary of reality is completely erased. They talk to people who are you-enter and live in a constant state of delirium. In the 3rd stage, the body, deprived of its nightly reboot, starts to devour itself. The person rapidly loses weight, turning into a living skeleton. And then, finally, the 4th stage arrives. Dementia, silence, total system failure, and the inevitable end. Right now, there is no cure. It's a genetic lottery with only one outcome. But studying this terrifying disease has opened our eyes to a simple truth. Sleep is unjust rest. It's the only protection our mind has against chaos. It's a cleansing process, and without it, we're just biological machines burning out from overheating. So tonight, when you touch your head to the pillow and fall into that darkness, be grateful, because for someone else, that darkness is an unattainable dream. Thanks for watching.